You are probably watching this video on a smartphone that costs more than what half the world makes in a month. You might drive a decent car, wear nice clothes, and live in a home that looks completely fine from the outside. But behind closed doors, you are sweating every time you swipe your debit card, praying it doesn't decline. You make more money now than you did 5 years ago, yet somehow you feel broker than ever. If you watch this video until the very last second, you are going to discover the most brutal, hidden truth about money that the system desperately wants to keep from you. This isn't about skipping your morning coffee or clipping coupons. That is peasant advice. This is about the fundamental, structural difference in how the human brain processes a dollar bill. The truth is, the poor and the middle class are actively, voluntarily buying their own financial prisons, and they are calling it success. You have been brainwashed to believe that a high salary makes you rich. It doesn't. A high salary just gives you the illusion of wealth while you slowly bleed out through 1,000 tiny cuts. The rich know a secret. They know that money isn't something you spend. Money is a tool you deploy. The absolute, undeniable law of wealth is this: rich people buy assets, and poor people buy this. So what exactly is this? To understand what keeps you broke, you have to understand the difference between an asset and a liability. It is the simplest concept in the world, yet 99% of people completely ignore it when they get their paycheck. An asset is anything that puts money into your pocket, whether you are working or sleeping. A liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. Here is the trap that destroys the middle class. They buy liabilities that are disguised as assets. Let's talk about the ultimate middle-class trap, your car. The day you get that promotion, what do? You drive to the dealership to reward yourself. You sign a 72-month financing agreement at a ridiculously high interest rate for a brand new vehicle. You take a picture of the steering wheel, post it on Instagram, and all your friends comment, "Wow, you made it." But let's look at the harsh mathematical reality. The literal second you drive that car off the dealership lot, it loses roughly 10 to 20% of its value. By the end of the first year, it has lost up to 30%. You are now paying interest on an object that is rapidly becoming worthless. That car is not a reward. It is a financial vampire draining your monthly cash flow. You are literally paying the bank for the privilege of looking richer than you actually are. The rich do not do this. When a wealthy person wants a luxury car, they don't buy it with their earned income. They buy an asset first, like a piece of real estate or a cash-flowing business, and then they use the passive income generated by that asset to pay for the liability. If the asset stops paying, they don't lose their own money. The machine pays for the toy. The poor and middle class buy the toy first and end up becoming the machine that works to pay it off. Let's talk about the sickness that is actively keeping you broke, the status game. Society has convinced you that wealth is what you can see: designer clothes, massive watches, and bottle service at the club. But true wealth is exactly the opposite. True wealth is what you don't see. Wealth is the cars not purchased, the diamonds not bought, and the upgrades declined. When you spend money to look rich, you are actively destroying your ability to actually be rich. You are playing a game where the only prize is a massive pile of consumer debt. People buy things they don't need with money they don't have to impress people they don't even like. Let's look at your credit card. The bank is not your friend. When you carry a balance on your credit card, you are paying 20 to 25% in interest every single year. There is no investment on planet Earth that guarantees a 25% return. So when you carry credit card debt, you are acting as the world's best investment for the bank. You are making the rich richer while you slowly drown in minimum payments. Rich people use credit cards too, but they use them completely differently. The wealthy use credit cards for convenience, security, and reward points, and they pay the balance in full every single month. They never pay a single dime in interest. They use the bank's money for free. If you want to escape the trap, step 1 is admitting that the status game is rigged and you need to stop playing. Now we have to talk about the biggest, most controversial lie you have ever been told. Your parents told you this, your teachers told you this, Your real estate agent definitely told you this. They told you that your primary residence, the house you live in, is your biggest asset. I am here to tell you that unless you are renting it out, your house is a massive liability. Remember our rule: an asset puts money into your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Every single month, your house takes money out of your pocket. You pay the mortgage, you pay the property taxes, you pay the insurance. When the roof leaks, you pay for it. When the water heater breaks, you pay for it. But it's appreciating in value, you say. I'm building equity. Yes, it might appreciate, but you cannot buy groceries with equity. You cannot pay for your children's college with equity unless you take on more debt or sell the place you live in. A house traps your cash, it limits your mobility, and it forces you to keep your 9-to-5 job to feed the mortgage beast. Now look at how the rich view real estate. They don't buy a house to live in and call it an asset. They buy a 10-unit apartment building. They don't pay the mortgage. 10 different tenants pay the mortgage for them. The tenants cover the taxes, the insurance, and the repairs. And at the end of the month, whatever is left over, the cash flow, goes straight into the rich person's pocket. That is an asset. It produces cash without your physical labor. If you lose your job tomorrow, your primary residence will bankrupt you. If the wealthy person loses their job tomorrow, their apartment building will feed them. The rich acquire cash-flowing assets, and they use the cash flow to pay for their living expenses. Stop looking at your home as your financial savior. It is just a very expensive place to sleep. If you want to change your life, you have to stop being a user and start being an owner. Every time you reach for your wallet, ask yourself, am I buying a prison cell or am I buying a key? Stop collecting things that make you look rich and start collecting things that actually make you free. The world is divided into two groups: those who work for assets and those whose assets work for them. The choice is yours. Which side of the line are you on? See you at the top.